Accordance for Android. This podcast is at the basic level. It requires no knowledge of Accordance Bible software, Hebrew, or Greek. Accordance is the premier Bible study software. We are very pleased to bring Accordance Mobile to Android, joining our macOS, Windows, and iOS platforms. We believe there's a world of Android users who will benefit from all that Accordance has to offer. If you're among them, or you know someone who is, stay tuned to learn more about Accordance on Android. According to netmarketshare.com, Android mobile devices outnumbered iOS devices more than 2-to-1 as of June 2018. That's a lot of users. We've long had Accordance Mobile for iOS and have just released it for Android. Android devices typically cost much less than iPhones and iPads, so they are especially popular around the world in places with a lower cost of living, among those who earn less, and among those who simply don't care to spend a lot on a phone or a tablet. That's one of the biggest reasons we have worked so hard to bring Accordance to the Android platform. After all, Accordance Mobile is free, which fits everyone's pocketbook. It's easy to install Accordance onto an Android device. Just open the Play Store, search for Accordance, then install the app. Success! Here's a quick demonstration of Accordance for Android. The app opens in reading mode. I'll tap on the screen to dig deeper and start my Bible study. Here in Genesis 1:3, let's investigate the word light. First, we'll search for all the places this word appears in the ESV by tapping on the word, then selecting Search and Word. Now, let's skim a few passages by scrolling. We can then tap the word again to see what the original Hebrew word is behind the word light. It's or. We can also find all the places it occurs in the Hebrew Bible by searching for its key number, which will also show us all the different ways the ESV translators rendered it. Now, let's look up a definition of that same Hebrew word. This time we'll tap Amplify and Key Number. Here's the article in a lexicon. Prefer to see a Bible dictionary article on the word light instead? No problem. We'll tap Return, tap Light again, then Amplify and Word. Here's that article. Now, let's tap a few of these scripture references to read them in instant details. We'll return to the main screen, clear the search, and why not? Let's add a parallel pane. Here's the Greek Septuagint of Genesis. We'll change the orientation of the panes and switch that parallel pane to the Hebrew Masoretic text instead. It's just that easy to study the Bible with Accordance on your Android phone or tablet. Our primary goal in producing this app is to allow our customers to read their Accordance resources on their Android devices. Even in this early version, Accordance for Android 1.1.8, our programmers have already succeeded admirably. Though the Android app is still in its infancy, it allows us to install Accordance resources from our servers. No internet access is required for normal use. Read most Accordance Bibles, texts, and Bible study tools. Customize font, size, color, and background. Add a parallel pane to a text. View instant details, for example, scripture verses, word parsing, and definitions. View pictures. Search for words, phrases, and verses. Amplify, that is, investigate, words to lexicons and Bible dictionaries. Considering moving from Accordance's iOS app to Android, you should know that the current Android app lacks a number of features now included in the more mature iOS app. This table compares the most important features of the two. A check indicates the feature is included, a dash that the feature is not available. A check plus means the feature is available and includes additional functions. Android users, never fear, we're already working on adding more features. For example, copying and pasting text will be available in Android 1.2, which we expect to release very soon. What resources can't be installed on Accordance Mobile? Accordance Mobile, both iOS and Android versions, allows us to use almost all of our purchased resources on our portable devices. There are a few limitations though. First, let me remind everyone again that Android 1.1.8 is limited to Accordance resources up to Accordance 11.2. Accordance Mobile, both platforms, will not display resources with sophisticated layouts or features not supported on mobile devices. These include the Accordance Atlas and Timeline, as well as Accordance's various parallel databases. The same is true of resources with complex diagrams, the syntax trees, diagrams of the Greek New Testament, genealogies of the Bible, and the Exegetical Guide series, which includes sentence diagrams. Here's a quick overview of Accordance Mobile's most common features and their controls. This is the Accordance Mobile app reading mode. It removes all the distractions so we can just focus on the text. Scroll to continue reading. Tap once to reveal basic controls. This is the resource title. Tap it to select a different resource. This is the table of contents. Tap it to choose a verse reference in a text or an article or chapter in a tool. The other two buttons reveal more controls. This one displays the navigation buttons. This one opens the toolbar, which accesses even more functions. Let's take a closer look at each of these two. Here's the view with the navigation controls exposed. These are the navigation buttons. The first one is the History button. It only appears after we've visited more than one location. Use it to move back and forth between locations within the resource. These two buttons allow us to jump to the adjacent chapter or title heading. After a search, we can use them to jump to the next or previous search hit. To hide navigation controls, tap this X. The toolbar gives us access to Accordance's higher functions. The first of those is Search. Enter a word, phrase, or verse reference in the search entry box, then press Return to search. The Cancel Search button only appears once we've run a search. Tap it to clear the search and see the entire text. The Split Pane button adds a secondary parallel pane, which scrolls with the primary. The Library button opens the library, allowing us to see or choose other resources. Finally, the Overflow button opens a drop-down menu giving us access to Easy Install, Settings, Help, and About Accordance. Here's a table of all the buttons in the Accordance mobile toolbar. And here are tables of the navigation and parallel pane buttons. These three tables were taken from Accordance's Android Help, which includes much more information about this app's features. To access Accordance's Help for Android on your device, tap Overflow, then Help. The Browse sequences provide guided tutorials and are particularly helpful for new users. If you'd prefer to use your computer, leaving your device free, the Help for all versions of Accordance is located here. Just click the link for Android. The initial Accordance mobile download includes a basic set of Bible study resources. What is included? Enough classic resources to preview all Bible software has to offer. Discover the meaning of the Bible's original Greek and Hebrew words with the ESV, KJV, and RVR09 Bibles, all of which have been tagged with Strong's numbers, and the included Strong's Greek and Hebrew lexicons. Easton's Bible Dictionary and the condensed version of Matthew Henry's commentary both offer valuable insights, while Nave's Topical Bible groups Bible passages by topic for study. Want to improve your study of the Bible? Dr. J's Bible Study Methods will help, as will the various lecture series offered by biblicaltraining.org. For more free resources, sign up for an Accordance account. Here's how. Tap on the screen once to access more of the user interface. Now, tap on the Overflow button and choose Settings. This is the main settings area, where we make global changes to all of our texts and tools. Slide the bar to the left until Account Settings appears. Tap Accordance Account, and this screen will appear. If you already have an Accordance account, enter your information here, then log in. If not, create a new Accordance account. An Accordance account will allow you to access your additional free resources. It will also register you for our weekly newsletters, which include tips, announcements, special sales, and limited time discounts. Need more Bible study resources? Have we got a store for you? Accordance offers thousands of Bibles and Bible study tools for purchase for pastors, professors, students, in fact, everyone who wants to study the Bible. Don't be a stranger. Visit our store here. Android users, welcome to Accordance. We appreciate your patience while we've been working on this app. Enjoy it and all your Accordance resources while on the go. We trust you'll find the wait has been worth it. This has been Dr. J for Accordance Bible Software. Thank you for watching this episode of Lighting the Lamp.